Hello student and welcome to the next video. In the previous video we have seen the introduction part of integers. Now today we will learn properties of addition and subtraction for integers. Let's see the first property, which is the closure property under addition. We have learned that sum of two whole numbers is again a whole number. For example, 17 plus 24 is equal to 41, which is again a whole number. We know that this property is known as the closure property for addition of the whole number. Now let us see whether this property is true for integers or not. Following are some pairs of integers. Observe the following table and complete it. The first one is 17 plus 23. Both are positive numbers and the answer is again the positive, which is 40. So the answer is an integer. Here minus 10 plus 3 gives the answer minus 7, which is also an integer. Minus 75 plus 18 gives the answer minus 57, which is also an integer. 19 plus bracket minus 25 gives the answer minus 6, which is also an integer. 27 plus minus 27 gives the answer 0. Minus 20 plus 0 gives the answer minus 20. Minus 35 plus minus 10 gives the answer minus 45, which is again an integer. So what do you observe? Is the sum of two integers always an integer? Did you find a pair of integers whose sum is not an integer? Since addition of integers gives integers, we say integers are closed under addition. In general, for any two integers a and b, a plus b is an integer. Now let's see the closure property under subtraction. What happens when we subtract an integer from another integer? Can we say that their difference is also an integer? Let's check this. Observe the following table and complete it. 7 minus 9 gives the answer minus 2, which is an integer, negative integer. 17 minus bracket minus 21 gives the answer 38, which is also an integer. Minus 8 minus bracket minus 14 gives the answer 6, which is also an integer. Minus 21 minus bracket minus 10 gives the answer minus 11. 32 minus bracket minus 17 gives the answer 49. Minus 18 minus bracket minus 18 gives the answer 0. Minus 29 minus 0 gives the answer minus 29, which is also an integer. So we observe that the result is an integer. So what do you observe? Is there any pair of integers whose difference is not an integer? No. Can we say integers are closed under subtraction? Yes. We can see that integers are closed under subtraction. Thus, if a and b are two integers, then a minus b is also an integer. Do the whole numbers satisfy this property? Now let's see the commutative property. We know that 3 plus 5 are equal to 5 plus 3, which is equal to 8. If we change the position of the digits, the answer will not change. That is, the whole numbers can be added in any order. In other words, addition is commutative for whole numbers. Can we say the same for integers also? We have 5 plus bracket minus 6. It gives the answer minus 1. If we change the position, that is minus 6 plus 5, again the answer is minus 1. So, if we change the digits, the answer will not change. Are the following equal? Check for the 3 sums. Try this with 5 other pairs of integers. Do you find any pair of integers for which the sums are different when the order is changed? No, certainly not. We say that addition is commutative for integers. In general, for any two integers a and b, we can say a plus b is equal to b plus a. We know that subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Is it commutative for integers? Consider the integers 5 and minus 3. Let's do this. After solving the sums, the first one I have written 5 minus bracket minus 3. I got the answer 8. If I change the position, minus 3 minus 5, I got the answer minus 8. So, which is not equal. Now, take at least 5 different pairs of integers and check this. We conclude that subtraction is not commutative for integers. Next is the associative property. Observe the following examples. Consider the integers minus 3, minus 2 and minus 5. Take any integers, any 3 integers. Look at the way I have put in the brackets to it. Solve this and let's check whether the answer is same or not. Okay, now I have written it minus 5 plus big bracket minus 3 plus minus 2. After solving this, I got the answer minus 10. Now, let's change the position of the bracket. Now, I have written in big bracket minus 5 plus minus 3 plus minus 2. After solving this, I got the answer minus 10. So, my left hand side and right hand side both are equal. In both the cases, we get minus 10. Similarly, try for the next numbers. Take 5 more such examples. You will not find any example for which the sums are different. So, addition is associative for integers. In general, for any integers a, b and c, we can say that a plus bracket b plus c is equal to bracket a plus b bracket complete plus c. Now let's see the additive identity. What does this really mean? When we add 0 to any whole number, we get the same whole number. 0 is an additive identity for whole numbers. 2 plus 0 gives the answer 2. 5 plus 0 gives the answer 5. So, is it an additive identity again for integers also? Let's check. Observe the following and fill in the blanks. Minus 8 plus 0 gives the answer minus 8. Minus 23 plus 0 gives the answer minus 23. 0 plus minus 59 gives the answer minus 59. Minus 61 plus 0 gives the answer same as minus 61. 0 plus minus 8 gives the answer minus 8. 0 plus minus 37 gives the answer minus 37. 0 plus bracket minus 43 gives the answer minus 43. Let's write any number. 7 plus 0 gives the answer 7, or minus 7 plus 0 gives the answer minus 7. So, the above examples show that 0 is an additive identity for integers. You can verify it by adding 0 to any other 5 integers. In general, for any integers a plus 0 is equal to a, or 0 plus a again equal to a. Try these in your notebook and check the properties. Thank you. We will solve the examples in our next video.